Hello, DYTers, and welcome to DYT's Tiply Tank game guide instruction video for participating in game. Today I'm one of the fan who is going to explain about the game called Tiply Tank. If you ever played Tamagotchi, which is from 19th game, you will love this game too, because this game has Tamagotchi's feeling into it. So yeah, let's start our journey for guide and instruction. Before we begin to start playing the game, you must have a wallet in order to proceed to the Tiply Tank game. As it's a dapp game, of course you need a ETH wallet for every dapp's games. That's why I suggest you to download Metamask Wallet. So our first step is wallet installation. Open up Google site and search Metamask Wallet extension. Click on first link and it will lead you to store page to install extension. Then click on add to Chrome and the dialog message will appear on your screen. Proceed by clicking on add to extend. As soon as gets added into Google Chrome, automatically a page will appear as MetaMask. However, if the MetaMask does not open automatically, you can click on this puzzle icon named as extension. You will find all of your extension right here. Step 2. Wallet import or create a wallet. In order to import or create a wallet, I'm going to use import as I have wallet already. If you create a wallet, make sure that you save your recovery key or else you won't be able to recover it anymore. After entering your key or creating your wallet, you have to set up strong password, so make sure you remember it as well. Let me just add my wallet there as my second in account, and you should probably see the balance just in a second. And there. Step 3. Linking your wallet with Tiply Tank. Now your wallet is ready to link up. It's time to link the wallet with Tiply Tank for proceeding next stage. So let's head over to a link called www.tiplytank.com. Then you have to attach your wallet to Tiply Tank. For this, when you enter Tiply Tank site, you will see a MetaMask message pop-up message appear on your right side of the screen. You have to enter your wallet password on the box, and your wallet details with the balance should appear after typing correct password, or else select your account and click next and press connect. Step 4. Registration with Tiply Tank. Now you finally have linked your wallet with the game. It's time for registration. You need to add email and username for safety. As soon as when you have connected the wallet with Tiply Tank game, a dialog box will appear and asking to insert email and username. After entering your detail, the website goes black and asking to type a 5-digit number that you are willing to save it as passcode. And make sure that you always remember it. So that's why it may ask you to type again the same digit that was set up by you before. There we go, all set up. Now we are at Tiply Tank's main game page. Let's try to learn about those things in the home page, as you guys can see on your left side. So as you guys can see that we are at the fish tank, which means the main inventory for starting your game. Next one, marketplace. The place where you can purchase your tippy, food and other items too. And last but not the least, wallet, the place where you can deposit and withdraw tokens into game. Step 5. Depositing or withdrawing DYT or ETH or ENJ into Tipply Tank game. Since we learned about homepage, now let's try to learn how we shall deposit and withdraw from or into Tipply Tank wallet. First, we're going to deposit some tokens into game because it's the main part. When you are in home page, let's head over to wallet section. Be sure to approve the token that you want by clicking on approve button near to each of tokens. Notice, ETH does not need to be approved since it's the main coin, so you shall approve DYT or ENJ. Now, when you are going to approve, Metamask message pop up on your right side of your screen for confirming the transaction. Let's wait till the transaction get approved in order to proceed into the next stage. You may choose one token from list in order to play the game. If you run out of token which you were using before, you can also change into other currency if it is required. Choose which token you want to deposit from wallet by entering the amount of token that you want to take from your wallet. For me, I'm going to take 196 DYT. After choosing the amount of token that you wanted, you have to click on deposit button, which shows as a green text color, and confirm your transaction when the Metamask pop up on your screen. You might have to wait for a few minutes or even hours due to ETH network. However, you can put your gas a little bit faster for transaction. As you see, I have selected average in order to get the transaction done, and I'm going to click the save. Now I'm going to confirm the transaction and we're just going to wait until it get done. And that's how you're going to deposit into game from wallet. Withdraw. At the right side from deposit button, you can see the red button as withdraw. It is the same process from deposit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the process of withdrawal. So we're just going to reject the transaction because we are going to use those DYT for the game. So that's how you're gonna withdraw. So yeah, let's move on to the next step. Step 6. Purchasing Tipply egg and food. Now, let's head over to marketplace and let's purchase Tipply egg and rest of the stuff. Now you're ready to buy your first Tipply from shop. To buy Tipply, you must select one of the token DYT, ETH or ENJ for using it to purchase the Tipply. Each Tipply costs 3 USD, so it will be converted into ETH, DYT or ENJ, whichever token you're using to purchase the Tipply. The conversion can be different time by time as it depends on the market. You don't need to be on-chain for purchasing a Tipply as you have deposited DYT already. So let's decide how many Tipply we shall buy. You can buy a lot of Tipply and hatch the egg. Don't worry, after hatching eggs, your other Tipplys will not die as it's not used yet in tank. Let's click checkout and we are going to check those eggs later on. Now you see that dialog box appear on the right side of the screen says Tipply brought. Now we have brought the egg and we will hatch them after buying food. So let's buy food. There are two types of food. The one is called as worm, another one is called as snail. Let's learn more about them. The snail. This can be fed every hour. It gives the typically plus 3 units of energy. The snail costs 3 cents for each purchase. Now let's talk about worm. It gives typically 1 plus energy unit. It can be fed every 20 minutes and its cost comes as 1 cent for each purchase. However, if you keep feeding your tipli with snail, it can be leveled up as fast. It's your choice whether you feed them with worm or snail to your tipli. So now I'm gonna buy 10 pieces of snail which I'm gonna feed for the tipli. So yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna click on buy. And that's how you're gonna buy the food. And now let's move on to the hatching part of tipli. Let's head to fish tank and you can find the eggs where you have purchased from marketplace in category called fish tank. Since we are here, let's hatch one by one and let's check out what we're gonna get. Here's go as tippy egg number 1 and get a standard one. So as you guys can see, we just got a standard tippy. Let's name it something interesting. I'm gonna name it as now let's get him into tank by pressing use and boom, we got ourselves a lovely tippy. Now this tippy has 69% of energy, and if you hatch every eggs, the energy level always be 69%. As you can see that I have received Mr. Nobody as standard tippy. As I have mentioned earlier about the energy, so I have brought up the snails already and ready to feed my tippy. So yeah, let's try to feed him. When I use one time, and look at that! That's a cool sick. We just fed our tippy. Next up, how to mint your tippy as token. Let's move into it. Step 7. Minting your tippy. So I'm going to show you the process of how you will able to mint out your tippy as token. As you can see, my tippy shows 5 ENJ of the middle, which will cost us to mint it. It depends on what kind of tippy you have got. By pressing on mint, you can mint out your tippy as token. You need to approve first by confirming transaction on your Metamask. Then, mint your tippy as token. Note down, you must have ENJ according to amount, which is kind of tippy you're trying to mint as token. For example, rare tippy needs 10 ENJ. However, there are different of price at every kind of tippy. As an example is rare, which will cost us 10 ENJ to mint. Perhaps you can exchange it for more valuable at market, or you can even participate in game collaboration and some achievement, or even keep it as your collection. Anyway, I don't have ENJ, so you can mint your token whenever you have ENJ for the kind of tippy that you wanted to mint. That's all for those steps. You also need to know about how those things does work. So I will explain you at every part. First part of explanation. Let me explain you about explanation of body part plus category of unique appearance. Each tippy is randomly generated with 7 different body parts. The parts are body, eyes, spikes, top fins, lower fins, tail, and mouth. I'll show you a picture on screen as the picture shows everything about the body parts. Let's go. As you guys see on the picture, we got from the top 6 fins, 4 eyes, 5 body, 3 mouth, 2 lower fins, and 7 tails. The last but not the least, 1 spikes. So what's the differences with those unique appearance? There are 5 different of body styles and 5 different of colors. The name will be on the screen and you can observe it on the screen too. Here it goes. 5 different parts of styles: regular, weird, sporty, casual, and sexy. And also there is also 5 different colors: red, blue, green, orange, and pink for each body, except the mouth. The game has classified 6 different types of tipli. The name and chances to get them will be shown on the screen right now. There is with decimal as 50% chance of getting 2 times color of 2 body parts known as standard tipli. There is with the decimals as 40% chance of getting 3 times same color of 3 body parts known as rare tipli. There is with the decimals as 7% chance of getting 4 times same color of 4 body parts known as epic tipli. There is with the decimals of 0.76% chance of getting 5 times same color of 5 body parts known as legendary tipli. There is with the decimals of 0.03% chance of getting 6 times same color of 6 body parts known as godlike tipli. And now there is decimal of 0.000, which is known as 1% chance of getting all perfect same color parts of all body parts known as extraordinary tipli. Some of them are impossible to get them, only if you are lucky enough to get an extraordinary or even a god tipli. All kind of tiplis is depend upon your luck. Second part of the explanation. Now let's explain about energy information of tipli. It is very important to know how much life energy left, or else your tipli will die. So you don't want to let your tipli die, am I right? So yeah, we shall not miss the main information about tipli energy. The tipli's energy can be between 0 and 100. As I said earlier, tipli will have 69% from the beginning after you hatch the egg. Here are some images on the screen about energy. If you keep your tipli's energy about 70% energy at 1 o'clock UTC time, your tipli will level up. Age of tipli will level up as days. But beware, if the status bar of energy turning into red, you need to feed him quickly or else the tipli will die as soon as it reached at 0% of the energy. Now let's move on to the last explanation of the topic, so let's go. Third part of the explanation. Let me explain you about price pool. Maybe some of you might be wondering what will be my price. So let's talk about information about price pool. As you can see on the screen, these are the price pool amount on the right side of your screen. You might be asking if those price goes for the one winner or more winner, and how much share do you get from the price pool. So yeah, let's talk about price pool and how does it work. The price pool of tipli tank will always be in DYT. As you know, the game is already launched with more than 9k DYT price pool. If we add 100k DYT initial price pool, the remaining DYT price pool, which is from DYT in-game revenues, it will be 109k and more DYT. That means 90% of in-game revenue will constantly added into price pool, and other 10% of in-game revenues goes to 100 owners of the tipli founder token. Each founder token receives 0.1% of revenues of the game. I hope you understand that how the game works If you need more help with the game or DYT, you can always come by Telegram at DYT group. That's all for the tutorial. Hope you feed your Tiply well, grow it up very well and win prize pool. Until then, see you soon.